Look at his hands, will you? He's got 6 lines laced through his fingers. You start the DT in the turn first, then the swing horses, then the big wheel horses at the last. You gotta turn them all individually, and you have to know what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, he has provided entertainment, filled the stands, and thrilled the fans all over the country, all over North America, from Cheyenne Frontier Days to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo to the Calgary Stampede. And tonight, we have him in Rapid City, South Dakota. How about a welcome, huh? You have to know what you're doing when you've got 12,000 pounds of horses under you and 18 hands tall at the shoulder. They call them Percheron thunder because of the noise they make when they start below. How'd you like to see them turn the big black horses loose and run a little bit fast, huh?
He fell. He tripped. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Easy, heads up. Let me tell you something. I know everybody's scared, everybody's spooked at the moment, but let me tell you something here in just a moment or two. It's going to be fine, and here's how I know it's going to be fine. I've seen him wreck these horses 3 times with a wagon behind him. I've seen it happen. In Reno, Nevada, he took the wagon over. We had 4 horses on the ground out of 6. Took 22 minutes to untangle them all, get them all standing, get them all hitched, and put them all back together. At the Wrangler NFR in Las Vegas, Nevada, when he was coming out the out gate right here, he cut it a little close and blew the back wheels out from under the wagon on the way out and crashed again. The reason I'm telling you this is because you can't do this with any horses. They have to be tried and true. They have to be trained. They have to be the perfect kind of horses. If you're going to haul them 40, 50,000 miles all over North America, and every time you smooch at them, they're going to do the same thing time and time again. These horses will do it. They'll stay calm, they'll stay cool, they'll put them all back together, and the worst thing you can do is lead them out right now. It's the worst thing you can do in the world. It'll put it in their brain that if something goes wrong, they're off the hook. They can get out of the arena, out from under the pressure, out from under the lights, and the sound system, and the flags, and the music. The best thing you can do is let other horsemen, like Brent Sutton, one of the best animal trainers in the world, like Keith Isley, like Jason's wife, who's down there helping him right now, that's Rose. And her and her father and her grandfather represent 4 generations of draft horse people. What they'll do is they'll re-hitch them, folks. They'll put them back together, and they'll bring them around again. I'll guarantee that, because it has to be done right. I know you're feeling helpless right now, and there's not a whole lot we can do, but we can tell them we're glad that everybody is all right so far. This is something I discussed with Hambone, the sound guy, right here behind me before tonight's performance. When you think you've got it all together, and he whips those horses up in the run to bring them around the arena, it's easy to see when the wagon is on how fast he's going. It's easy to see because the wheels are turning. You can see how fast that wagon is going. When he's just riding Roman style, it's hard to see that speed. But folks, I'm telling you, all over the country, 100+ performances a year, this man, his wife, and those teams of horses have come through time and time and time again. Here's another little story. that I'd like to tell you. We had a corporate partner.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Years that supported Jason, his wife Rose, and a crew of about 12 people, 2 semi-trucks, 12 people that shine harnesses, oil the leathers, keep the double trees, keep the single trees all intact and all in good shape, keep the wagon shining, keep the wheels, every speck of dirt off the wheels. Guess what? That crew is gone. The national corporate partners that supported them is gone. This March is a huge draft or sale. I think it's in Missouri. I think they told me Missouri. And Jason Goodman and his wife both in Las Vegas this year had a little tear in their eye because they are to ease down, slow down, use their heads, stay together. Jason is about 6'3". About 200 pounds and probably about 10% body fat. He's very physically fit. You have to be to handle horses like this. You watch when he gets ready to jump up on the backs of these horses. You know, now that everybody's all right and I know everything's going to be fine, I'm kind of glad that happened tonight. I'm kind of glad. Here's why. There's probably 50% of the fans in this grandstands tonight that's never seen this done before. Those lines have to be run through the rings exactly right. Those halters have to be put on exactly right in order for him to run 6 lines through his fingers to keep control of those animals. You watch him closely and you'll see how it's done. I think he's down to a safety check right now. He's looking at all the legs, making sure there's no problems, no injuries, no scratches. The big man holding the horse right now, that's Steve Sutton, by the way, another extension of the family that has made it happen here in this building for 35 years. Watch this. Watch it. Yeah, buddy. Cowboy right there, folks. All right, ease him over. He's done this in the smoke, under the spotlights, in the dark in Las Vegas probably 15 times. But it's tough to do when you know the pressure's on. Everybody there is hurried, but we want it done right. Safety is important, and we need that man around for a long, long time. You can see Rose checking the mouths of the horses. You can see her checking the legs, making sure everything's good before it gets any farther. Before we go any farther, give the crew a hand that helped us get out of this wreck tonight. How about a couple of words for you as he comes around a couple of times tonight? Courage, pride, heart, and soul. It takes all 5 of them, ladies and gentlemen, to make this work, to make it look good, to do it right day in and day out, 365 days a year. That man and his wife will do it. Tonight, it's for those horses' minds that he's doing it tonight. He's going to whip them up one more time to prove to it. You can do it, and it's going to work out just fine. Folks, he has about 95 more performances to go to this year. Wish that